Assassin's Creed Black Flag. We're here on Xbox Series S, diving into this pirate adventure within the Assassin's Creed universe. So be sure to leave a like, and subscribing is great as well. So what are we getting here on the Series S? Well, it's 900p at 30 FPS with no auto HDR support. So yeah, this is an interesting adventure where you're playing as Kenway, that is sort of like this assassin that doesn't really care too much to be, I guess you would say, an assassin, since you are living the pirate's life. So what's neat about this Assassin's Creed is it really changed up how you play the game and what you do within it. It's not just about running on rooftops and jumping off and assassinating people. Well, I mean, it kind of is. But there's more. You can enjoy the open seas, go to different towns, and experience well, at the time, the largest Assassin's Creed experience they had done, and very ambitious as well. Spent hours with sea shantying action, and enjoyed the scope of what this has to offer. Now, obviously, 30 FPS isn't necessarily, like, the best way to experience this, and I would assume at some point down the road we'll probably get a remaster of this one, because it does look quite jagged. Like, it still looks decent, it still looks fine, but it is quite jagged around the edges. And that extra performance does make sure things run smoothly. But I do feel that a remaster is probably the way to go at some point down the line, just so that we could get a better, resolution quality for these consoles, these next-gen consoles, and, frame rate. frame rate. And I do think they could maybe upgrade some textures and stuff too. So aside from the single-player campaign, there's actually, I think this was the last one that featured the traditional multiplayer experience, where you are going off and you are basically battling each other in very dynamic scenarios and trying to, like, assassinate your opponents. It's actually, like, a really, really cool multiplayer experience. I quite loved it. Okay, we're gonna have to run away here because I am having a hard time countering against these guys, which is not what you want to deal with as an assassin. But yeah, you kind of did this really action-packed multiplayer experience that was filled with hilarity and deceit, and I was a little disappointed that they didn't keep bringing it back, because it was so much fun to do that. I really did love, the multiplayer in this. I think it's a lot of fun. And you could still find, the odd person or so, like the odd group of people. You could still find active lobbies within this, which I think is quite cool. But yeah, it is disappointing that they didn't, at any point down the road, continue doing so. It was just kind of like this mode that was completely lost. And again, it's disappointing, because to me, it was a lot of fun to play. You do, like, some crazy setups as you try to take out others, and they're trying to take out you, and you're trying to take out someone else. And, I played it with my friends a lot, and it was just, it was a blast. It really was quite a blast to jump into. But anyways, here's Kenway, sailing the seven seas, going on pirate adventures, seeing what everything has to offer. It's fun, it offers a lot of content. I know quite a few friends that just absolutely love doing this. And then, of course, there's the traditional Ubisoft type, hey, here's a bazillion collectibles that you can, kind of work towards if you've got nothing else to do. You can sit here opening chests, unlocking secrets. That guy just took a point blank. Oh wow, there he goes. He's gone. But you could go around collecting things, gathering secrets. There's a lot you can do in this one. A lot of fun you can have. A lot of action to be done. It really does offer a lot. And then of course, you have all of those crazy sea missions. You get different abilities. Wow, I'm just like throwing these guys off this ledge. I wonder if he can just go. Oh, I was wanting to shoot him. I guess I'm out of ammo in that regard. Oh, wow. There you go. Man, it looks like people are having a bad day trying to climb up here. I love just pushing them off the ledge. They go so far. Wow. those guys have really got some distance to them. But there's good density within the town. You get all these different, like, pirate ships, heavy cinematics. And of course, like I was saying, so many collectibles that you probably will just lose your mind trying to gather them all. Like, it's not, so like some of the later ones that really, really, really get expansive, but there are a lot of things to find. And then, like I said, there's all these, like, oceanic places. It's a very big world. There's a lot to sail and see. And a lot of adventures to have. Which is something I think a lot of players will quite like, is the fact that, hey, there is so much to take in within this world. So many different, like, adventures to have. But it's quite detailed. I think for the time, it was actually really, really ambitious. I remember most of the people that I talked to and stuff that were super, super into this game, this is what they did in the early years, or the early time of the Xbox One era, was just sit here and play this particular Creed title, since it was, like, very next-gen feeling, if that makes sense. It was just a really neat experience, right? Like, it's something you can have a lot of fun with, diving in here, doing the Assassin's Creed style. But it's the whole pirate life thing, which is kind of fun. Of course, there'll be some iconic characters and whatnot that you come across along the way, but it also still has that true Assassin's Creed style. And what was also quite interesting about this one is it was kind of like the one that came after this big reset, where the kind of future arc kind of ended, but they, still wanted to continue that aspect, and they were playing around with, how they can continue this sort of thing, right? Like, the big Desmond thing and all that was kind of going along. Well, it's Assassin's Creed, coming off the heels of that. But anyways, it plays around with the characters, and it was basically a fresh direction for them to be like, okay, how do we continue to evolve this formula? How do we continue to do new Creed games? What direction do we take? And it was very much safe, but at the same time, they did offer something really fresh here, especially like the oceanic stuff. People always love, and you see it in the later Creed games, even if it's kind of a little bit odd, you still see the big boat type scenarios because people loved it that much. I mean, we're also supposed to get the I think it's Skull and Crossbones it's called or something. That mystical game that we keep basically hearing about, but we never see actually released. At the time of doing this, we still haven't seen that release. But that was basically the whole concept was played off of this, where it's like, oh, let's do this, but we're gonna just do the boating stuff because people like it so much, and we still don't have that game, which is kind of funny. Because, like I said, it was, around this time, and this game at this point is just really, really old. So that one, I would assume you would call it almost development hell that one's been in. But at least we have this full game that we can always go back to and enjoy. And like I said, I think this one would be a good candidate for some level of remastering at some point in the near future. Like, I do definitely think that this is going to be one of those games that they kind of like go and upgrade and be like, okay, this is a very easy one for us to do and kind of get out the door. And I would like it. I would actually really would like an opportunity to sit here and kind of really work through this game. But, upgraded, improved, enhanced, and all that, I think that would be quite nice. Because it is quite a lovely looking game, and there seems like there's a ton of activities for you to take part in. And then that classic Creed butter that is a bit, more stealth-focused, right? Like the Assassin's Creed games obviously have become a little less focused on, stealth and, this core classic kind of being in the crowd and stuff gameplay with cinematics. Now it's just never-ending open world conflicts and exploration with RPG mechanics, like, built into it, right? So this one is that, like, bridging the gap where you're definitely seeing things start to make that big tonal shift towards that new style of Assassin's Creed gameplay. But at the same time, fun pirates, right? Cool action. Hello there. Oh, didn't see that coming, did you? Oh yes, the big pirate kind of fortresses and stuff. Just a very interesting time period. And like I said, so many different, like, cool places you can go to. I don't think I'm not supposed to really go here. I don't think I have the mission yet for this particular segment, but You know, we're mostly... Why would you jump up there? We're trying to get... Really? Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I love how the weather just, like, completely suddenly shifts, too. I bet that would be a good thing for the remastering, would be to, like, make more gradual weather changes. Because it turned from, like, kind of, oh, it's a warm kind of night with a little bit of rain to, it's the end times. It was a dark and stormy pirate night. Some questioned their sanity as the lightning struck. Stop diving into the water. I'm trying to climb this stupid thing. Ugh, this is killing me. I should just go on the inside. My cloak's gonna be all messed up. What are you doing? I want to climb, not jump off into the water. Is there like an easier spot for me to get up higher here? Do I even need to get into this fortress? Maybe I should just go in the front door. I think the front door would be an easier thing or way to get up here. I'm seeing some climbable ledges there. That looks good. Okay, let's take a look here. There we go. Yes, let's do this. Oh, can we even jump that high? I don't know if we can actually jump that high from here. Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, perfect. Become the assassin. Jump into the fortress. Oh, yes, the animus fragments. Good, good. I just need to be all stealthy and stuff. Nothing to see here. Just an assassin taking out everybody in this this fortress, all calm and stealthy like. Living the assassin's life. Ooh, that was a good stab in my back there, my friend. Very good stab in the back. Now, if you guys would just ignore me while I go up here and synchronize on this tower, that would be fantastic. Imagine just being like, you know, you're just minding your business, a couple people in your like fortress get stabbed, and then like the person that stabbed them in this like weird cloak just starts climbing a tower all weird like, and then jumps, and there's like an eagle sound. He goes caw, and be like, what is this guy? Who is this guy? What is that thing? You'd be freaked out, right? You'd be like, what is this? Very, very strange. It's like they've given up. I would too. I totally took out a whole batch of their guys. I'm almost debating just like totally killing everyone in this fortress for the lulz. Yeah, you know what? Got time. Nothing to see here. Just an assassin. Could you turn the other way so I could stab some of your fellow there we go. Thank you very much for being so polite. Yeah, just an assassin. How did you guys not notice your buddy getting stabbed there? I do not know, but I am taking that to my full advantage. Oh geez, what happened to your buddy? No. Is somebody going to sound the alarms? Because I think somebody's going around assassinating every single person in this fortress with style, I might add. Like, how would you not hear somebody, like, clambering up on these, like, bricks beside you? Like, if this is stealth, I don't know what stealth is. I mean, it looks cool. Definitely looks really, really cool. Is anybody even alive up here anymore? Oh, there we go. Do you guys stop testing my skills and just die? It's a lot easier when you sass. Okay, now that's going to alert all the people down there, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. Sometimes when you're an assassin, you're throwing people over ledges. It's just like, what can you do? Is there somebody in here? Oh. You are free, prisoners. You're welcome.
Good work, Captain. I'll find the other lads.
Is there like a temple over there? That's kind of cool. It's probably like a Templar temple. Are they gonna run out of, like, people for me to kill in this place? What am I even looking for in here? Oh, there's probably something on, like, the inside, isn't there? So there's those guards lower down. Like 3 people in the square. Who wants to die next? Aha! Oh, that didn't work. You guys saw me go in there? And I shall run away. Ha ha ha. I am a fast assassin. I've got the moves. They're just like, where's this guy going? You gonna do throw bombs at me? I feel like that should work still. I feel like shooting a guy point blank, even with these pistols, would be like pretty deadly. Do you wanna die tonight? It is pretty ruthless, I must say, these kills. I have to counter a guy that I'm trying to stab in the face. That makes sense. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, always an entertaining time. Alas, for me, most of my action was the multiplayer. I played a ton of the multiplayer in this. I think I was like level. I'm pretty sure I'm level 40. I saw on the menu here, which I think is pretty high. Wonder what kind of damage that's gonna cause. None. It literally caused no damage. I thought it would like open a new wall or something. Huh, that's underwhelming. Thought it'd be like, ooh, big wall opening. Yeah, new way for me to get in. How do you get into the tower over there? Like a hidden side area? Kind of assume this would all sort of like kind of lead in there, you know what I'm saying? Do I have to like walk around the outside to get into that part of the tower? Well, the doors are closed. At least the Stormy Night's gone. You know, so I spent all night sitting here killing people. Yeah, I feel like I literally have to go in the front end, or the back end. It's a very strange scenario. I thought this place would have been taken by now. By me, you know, because I killed everybody. Restricted area, okay, yeah, I need that warning. When I was literally killing and liquefying everybody in here. What's up? It's much easier when you guys just die. Okay, I gotta get better on those hits. There we go, big counter. Beautiful. Manuscripts hold secrets. Okay, is everybody dead in here? Chest with low money. Great. Just what I've always wanted. A low money chest. I think this would be a safe spot since I literally killed everyone. Ba-dum. Guess I could always kill them again sometime. Let's see, is there anywhere else we need to discover within this area? Perhaps this particular point. But no, pretty decently dense area, cool action, pirate adventures. Definitely a good candidate for something to get, you know, a visual bump up with a remaster at some point down the road. I think this would be a very, very good candidate for such a thing. Because it's really good right now, but you could probably increase the resolution, increase the frame rate, touch up some of the pop-in. Maybe even add a few people here or there, increase density with population and whatnot, but even now population's fine. I just don't like the pop-in aspect of it. Maybe keep the multiplayer going, it'd be pretty cool.